Assassin's Creed, a franchise that has had some highs, but sadly also some lows. But today though, I will be looking at more of a high point for Assassin's Creed with Assassin's Creed Syndicate, a brother-sister story of two assassins living life in London. Yeah, that's right, we're dealing with pommies. Released in 2015 by Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed Syndicate was seen as a good time by gamers, especially after the disaster of Unity. So with that in mind, let's get into Assassin's Creed Syndicate's Platinum Trophy. With a total of 57 trophies including the Platinum, and PSN profiles having it at around a 4 out of 10 difficulty, with relatively easy and fun trophies, besides a couple that really made me question everything. Getting into the game though itself, we start by meeting characters that mean next to nothing to the story and I just don't give a single shit about. I will mention I'm pretty sure they're from other Assassin's Creed's game, but I'm not keeping over the arcing story and just, again, don't really care. So skipping that, let's meet our actual characters, Jacob and Evie Fry. English assassins. Besides that little aspect of them being English and a sibling duo, the story is relatively the same of just, they're looking for an artifact. So are the Templars. It has mystical powers. Ooh. After a quick tutorial from the game about fighting, which I don't like by the way, this fighting system is really weird, stealth, and all that fun stuff, we assassinate our first target, derail a train, and get a first trophy for completing the first sequence. And now playing as Evie, we hunt for a secret lab. We of course discover the secret lab, kill the main scientist, and then blow it the fuck up. Then we catch up with Jacob, get a nice title card, and get a trophy for completing sequence 2. Time to meet one of the side characters, Henry Green, a fellow assassin. He knew our father, who is dead. R.I.P. Mr. Green, and no, not the Bond villain, basically is here to introduce us to the side missions of conquering London from all the gangs around the area controlled by the Templars. And once we finish the first one, we don't get a trophy, but we do get a trophy for reaching a 40 hit combo. So that was nice. Now, while making my way through, cleaning up the map and doing sequence 3, I do get a trophy for reaching 50 assassinations. And besides that, I just get a trophy for finishing sequence 3. Anyway, starting sequence 4 now, and we get a new base. It's a train. I spend legitimately like 0 time here throughout the entire playthrough. Moving on. And there's not much else to tell you about, really. Like, the story is just basically kill someone here, or escape from there, or get intel from this place. So let's just focus on the trophies. It's why we're here. And to start off, we get one called Look Out Below, which is for killing 3 enemies with a single hanging stack of barrels. Now just back to freeing London again. I successfully bring 3 kidnapped victims back alive. Went back to finishing sequence 4, which, besides getting the trophy at the very end, I should probably mention I did get a grappling hook, so that's kind of cool. It is kind of a shame that, you know, I think every game now has a grappling hook, so it's not as special considering the game is just old now. But yeah, like I said, sequence 4 trophy. Sequence 5, we become Ghostbusters and debuff some haunted houses. Got roofied and thrown into jail. Become a bus driver. That's the high point. And got a trophy for using drugs to make enemies fight each other. And people say Assassin's Creed isn't realistic. And now I don't get a trophy for 2 hours. While recording at least. For you guys it's only a few seconds. So jumping 2 hours ahead in the recording, I get a trophy for completing a few missions with Evie and Jacob, which of course finishes sequence 5. Now to start sequence 6. And this is when the trophies come, baby. And this is when the story makes me want to pay attention. So saying that, let's jump to the first trophy. What is that, you ask? Well, that's simple. It's the end of sequence 6. Yeah, at this point I'm just really craving trophies. So I did a really easy one and just hired like 5 goons to be on my side quickly. And yeah, that gave me a trophy. I did hire them for a reason though, and that was to help me liberate this child camp. And it turns out it was the 5th one, so that also gave me a trophy. Then, another one came quickly. What one, you ask? Well, that's for hunting, baby. That's right. 3 100% Templar hunts completed, another trophy in the count. Ah, so many trophies. But now back to the regular program, aka the story. Don't worry though, I'll tell you the standouts of the story, which was 1, and it's legitimately for undoing something I did in a previous sequence. So I'm just going to show you the trophy for completing this sequence, because this game's kind of annoying me. And then besides that, I just grab another one for doing my 3rd stronghold. Because I had nothing better to do and I just wanted more trophies. Back to doing just sequence trophies now, and we somehow becomes friends with a psychopath. How is he a psycho, you ask? Well, he kind of makes me bomb a building with a bunch of children in it. But it's okay, I do save them all, but still, you know, the thought wasn't the best from him. So now I have to kill him. And kill him I do, by dropping from the heavens and stabbing him through the throat. Sequence 8 complete. And just like that, it's finale time. And when they tell you they brought out all the stops, they brought out all the damn stops. Cause guess what? That's goddamn fucking Queen Vicky herself. And she likes me. And then we do probably one of the worst boss fights I think I've ever done. And like, I mean the worst. It was so shit. But we kill the person, and then we get the last sequence trophy, so go us. I then use some connections from Queen Vicky and try to get an audition in Fight Club. But sadly I don't get the part. But I do get a trophy for my 3 attempts. Or should I say 3 victories. Alright, it's officially cleanup time. And we start by assassinating 5 people in the same pile of hay. We become the best carriage street racer in London by winning 3 races and getting a trophy. I officially peak as an assassin, technically, by unlocking all the stealth skills as Ellie. And then a bit after that, I get level 10. Which is also another trophy, and thanks to that, I jump over to Jacob and unlock all the fighting skills, which is a trophy for him. It really is just Christmas time getting all the trophies. Continuing the cleanup, we do our 20th crowd event by tackling a woman. Ubisoft equality. Next, we get a max loyalty with an associate, which is basically like the people you deal with when cleaning up London. So yeah, trophy. Just ignore that it's a child though for me, okay? I craft a level 10 item, which is another trophy. And I don't really have a joke for this one, so yeah. Now, for the next trophy, I just need you all to understand that the game made me do it. I did not do it by choice, it was forced upon me. The next trophy is flipping 5 carts by shooting the horse. And yes, I killed 5 horses, at least. It may be doubled because I can't exactly remember and I'm not looking at the footage. So at most 10 horses died for this trophy. Swiftly moving on, we finished the last missions for freeing London by conquering all the temple gangs. So yay, London's free. And just like that, it's collectible time. Thankfully, it's not near Valhalla's level, but still a decent amount to collect. And starting with the Secrets of London, which is basically a bunch of musical boxes that give me an outfit once all collected. And of course the trophy. Next, and I'm warning you now, this is going to be speedrun, but next is beer bottles, because, you know, alcoholics. And then after that, it's royal letters, because Vicky gives us love notes. Obviously. And lastly, I had to go to get goddamn flowers for whatever reason, and this is like the second game where I had to collect flowers, with Ragnarok being the first, so fuck flowers. Now, The next trophy I went for is the stuff that is made of nightmares. It's stuff that makes you question your life. And it's stuff that makes you fucking hate Ubisoft. That trophy is for destroying 5,000 objects with a carriage. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, that doesn't sound that hard. Why don't you just do it during the game? Well, if you see some of the footage, you may have noticed me running into these things on the side of the road. They don't count. You have to do like wooden boxes and markets and all that. And there's not really many areas consistently to do that. There is one, which is a massive circle, and it's nicknamed the NASCAR carriage track. I went around that circle for 2 hours straight, destroying all these objects to get this one trophy. It took so long. I got another trophy for ramming into random vehicles because I got bored. So here's that trophy. And then, about 25 minutes after that, we get 5,000 objects destroyed. Finally. Anyway, I finished my 10th raid, which is also another trophy, so that was kind of fun, right? And then I hijacked 20 police carriages, because, as Ice once said. Anyway, I recreated Polar Express now, but rated R and made by adults, by kicking 50 enemies off a train. And it's more satisfying than you think, honestly. Which gave me my 10th perk. And fun fact, I didn't know perks were a thing until this trophy popped, so yeah. They don't do much, obviously. Next is an RNG trophy, kind of, which wasn't too bad, but still, game developers, don't put RNG trophies in your game. But this trophy is basically just for, you have to help escort a certain amount of carriages you find randomly pop out around the map. It's not too hard, they pop up pretty frequently, but still, RNG trophies, they fucking suck. And also shout out to this guy for fucking flying off that cart, by the way. What a trooper. Alright, time to do the World War I level, where I get the last 3 synchronized points, getting that trophy. And use this entire level experience to basically just farm some combat trophies, and start with counter shooting my 50th person, while in combat obviously. Then right after do my 50th multi-takedown / multi-kill, because I had a lot of police after me at this point, my god. Also, this game really likes the number 50, just pointing that out. Last combat trophy, which is only for 20 kills this time, so I see you, Ubisoft, is for assassinating 20 people while on a zipline. And I do that just, again, by farming it in a sense, so yeah, that's fun. I finished that part of the World War I experience, and get every character at least to level 1 loyalty. And, of course, the last character being Churchill himself, so that's right, I know the Queen and Churchill, baby. That, of course, does mean I finish the World War I simulation and get the trophy for finishing it. Now, I do have to come clean. I did something in this playthrough that I am not proud of. Basically, there's this trophy where you need to get all the gang upgrades in the game. And to do that, that's a lot of grinding. More grinding than the whole game itself, because I still had a shit ton of things I needed to get. But, of course, it's being Ubisoft. There's an in-game purchase option. And I put $50 in the game and bought all the resources and money I needed. So please do like and subscribe this video, because my god, I need all the help I can get. But yeah, let's play that trophy. Final trophy time, and you think I'd leave it at something easy? No, I have to replay all the story missions I did not 100% to get a full synchronization. A trophy I thought was only in the Ezio trilogy, which will be coming soon at some point, probably. I do need a bit of a break from Assassin's Creed though. And yeah, so after 3 hours of non-stop playing that shit, the trophy pops. And of course right after, that beautiful platinum, baby. So, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I'm not gonna lie, this game was quite repetitive and easy. A pretty easy plat, besides those few couple trophies that did kind of make me want to throw my fucking controller through the wall. But besides that, it was pretty good. I am kind of let down. The story was a bit boring. I did a lot of the same shit over and over again. But there was some cool moments. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. If you have the game, go for the platinum. It's relatively simple and you don't have to do that much. But till next time, please do like and subscribe. Especially if you're enjoying the content and you want to see more. Comment some games you want to see, because I'm always open to ideas. I can tell you that some games like Elden Ring that gets requested a lot on the TikTok, it will come. It's just I haven't got the time for that right now. If you do want to know what I have platinum, look at the TikTok. Same Lucius stocks. Games will go up there before they go up on YouTube. But till next time, stay good people. Bye.